Hello everyone, I welcome you again to my class. We will start with part 9 of Evans Tries an O-Level. The moment Governor got this information from Radcliffe Hospital that no one by the name Mr. McLary had been admitted there, everything became clear to him. Now he understood what had actually happened in Oxford prison. What actually happened was, immediately the governor went to McLary's house, and in McLary's apartment it was found that the original Mr. McLary, his hands had been tied, some clothes had been thrust inside his mouth, and he was kept locked inside a room in his house. He was rescued from there. And then Mr. McLary told the governor the story, that in the morning when he decided to go to Oxford prison and he was getting ready, two men came to meet him. The moment he came, they caught him. The moment he came out of the room, they caught him. They bound his hand, tied up his hand, gagged some cloth inside his mouth, and put him in his room and went away with his briefcase. So now, the actual thing that had happened was, the man who was there inside the cell as Mr. McLary was actually Evans himself. Do you understand? Evans was so daring. McLary, the man who had gone there, his accomplice, his friend, Evans' accomplice, he had gone there as Mr. McLary, he left. Evans took up the disguise of Mr. McLary because the man had been carrying everything for him. Now you will be able to understand why Stephens felt when Mr. McLary was leaving that McLary was looking a bit slim, isn't it? It seemed to Stephens McLary was looking a bit slim. That was the reason. McLary had been wearing everything double long coat, double collar, everything double beard he had been wearing, and everything he gave to Stephens. And those 3 minutes during which a hoax phone call came for Stephens, that was a phone call from the governor. That was also actually a phone call of Evans' friend. And in those 3 minutes, he disguised as Mr. McLary and he stayed over there inside the cell in the disguise of McLary. And finally, it was police who helped him to escape from the prison. So it was something very shameful. Do you understand? The criminal proved to be more clever than the police. So that was very shameful for the police authority. Rather, it was a challenge for the police authority now, as if the criminal had challenged them, their intelligence, their cleverness. So now the governor was very angry with Evans. So it was sure that it was impersonating. It had not been Evans impersonating McLary who had walked out. It was Evans impersonating McLary who stayed in. Impersonating means pretending to be someone else, taking the disguise, pretending as if you were someone else. That is the meaning of impersonating. So that was the thing that had happened, and it was something very shameful for the police authority. In the meantime, where was Evans? Evans was at a place known as Chipping Norton. Understood? Evans had gone to a place known as Chipping Norton. There he had taken a hotel. He had taken his dinner. He was free now. He was very happy. And he was returning back to the hotel. Evans was having very shortly cropped hair, closely cropped hair. If you remember, Jackson, when he went to frisk his prison, his cell, Jackson had called him as Shirley Temple. Remember, Shirley Temple was an American actress, TV and movie actress. Why Shirley Temple? Because Evans used to have long hair. Evans used to keep long hair. But now it could be seen that Evans was having very closely cropped hair, very, very short hair. And Evans was thinking that how difficult it was for him to cut his long hair because he was going to take the disguise of McClary, so it was essential for him to have short hair. He was having no scissors with him. So how he managed to cut his hair, his long hair? Only with the razor. The razor was there only with him. With the help of the razor only, he managed to cut his long hair and make it short. Understood? And he was feeling very thankful to Jackson. That Jackson, and where was he hiding that razor? Evans, he was hiding it in his hat, inside his hat. Jackson persuaded him to take off his hat from his head, he would have been caught. Jackson would have seen that he was having very short hair and he would have been caught. Understood? So, Evans was feeling very thankful that Jackson did not persuade him to take off his hat. Thus, his plan was not out. And he could very safely, he managed to escape from Oxford prison. Alright? And he was again thinking how he took the disguise. McClary had brought beard, everything for him. His chin was itching, understood, because he was allergic to gum, to adhesive, he was allergic. That is why his chin was, and his cheeks were also itching. And he was returning, he returned to the hotel. Evans returned to the hotel. He saw a new receptionist over there. And he told the receptionist that the next day he don't need any breakfast. He only needed the morning newspaper. And the receptionist should give him a call at 6:45 a.m. In a very happy mood, he was going back towards his room. Understood? With very happily, Evans was moving towards his room. And while moving towards his room, he was feeling very happy on his smartness. He had acted indeed very smartly. That's why he could manage to escape from the prison and did not get caught. But there was a surprise waiting for him inside his room. What this surprise was, we will read, we will do in the next video. Thank you.